we're going to get started here in about 5 minutes, but I wanted to take a couple of minutes, first of all, thank a few people, and maybe explain what we've been doing here this week, because not everybody's been, like Mike Carey, sitting right here in front of this table for the last several days. So, first of all, the staff of the Secretary of State's office and beyond have really given sterling service to the people of Maine. And it's not just the elections. Half the elections division has been over here. The other half has been over at the central office certifying the tabulation of the rest of the election. It is more than just ranked choice voting. So they've been very, very busy. We've also had some folks who are not here tonight. A couple of them are. Tom Bull from Motor Vehicles, Tim True from Motor Vehicles have been a critical part of this operation. Our own Office of Investigations, our enforcement division, has been helping us receive materials. Capitol Police have been around to help make sure that I stay in line. We've had Sam House from the State Archives as part of it, and folks from my office as well helping enter information. So what we've been doing here for the last several days, we've talked about this a lot publicly, but it's not a bad thing to have an overview. So under the ranked choice voting law, after election night on June 12th, those races that did not appear to be an apparent winner that got more than 50% of the vote, we began on Thursday the process of working with our vendor, General Courier, who was absolutely outstanding in their service to this project. They deployed their drivers across the state, collecting memory devices and ballots from about 503 separate towns. We had everything in hand here by late Monday morning. We then began processing on, we started processing on Friday. On Friday we began processing. Back there is a high-speed tabulator. Don't touch it. It's really expensive. We don't own it. Feeding the hand count ballots into that, and then downloading the memory devices onto these computer terminals behind me. So we've been doing that pretty much consistently for the last few days. Everything is loaded in now. We've also been double-checking, making sure that the record of votes cast in the towns on election night was pretty close to what we see here. In fact, we want it to be pretty much exact. Isn't that right, Julie?
It'll be a little bit different.
Could be a little bit different. I mean, there are some things that, some variances that happen, like ballots that can't be read by the tabulator that are read in the towns and the hand count towns. So there are a few minor discrepancies. So what we're going to do in about 3 minutes is we're going to start the program. This is going to take a little while to run. We've been telling everybody this is going to take seconds, and it is going to take seconds, just a lot more seconds than we said. It's going to take just about half an hour to run the race for governor. We're going to run the race for governor first. It is the highest office on the ballot, and then after that, we will then do the tabulation for the 2nd Congressional District Democratic primary. So, have I missed anything? All right, so again, I want to thank all the folks that were involved in this. We have 2 minutes. I have to fill 2 minutes of time. That was too quick. I also want to congratulate the advocates of this process who have worked very, very hard through a very tortured path. And the folks that have asked very serious questions about this process, that's what helps us make a better process. And when we started this discussion several years ago, we didn't quite know what it was going to look like. And thankfully, with the development of some great technology, our Maine elections electronic vendor, Election Systems and Software, they are the ones that are responsible for us being able to do this. Between the DS200 tabulating machines that do a lot of the digital recordings, the DS850, and the algorithm, the express runoff algorithm that's going to be doing this tabulation, they're very quiet group of people, and our computer people always say that computer people should be seen and not heard. You shouldn't know who they are. If you do, then you have big computer problems. And so this has worked out incredibly well. ES&S has been a great partner. We've been very, very lucky to have their assistance in this process. So it is 1 minute before 6. Where's John? Here's John. So John is actually going to start the process to run the report. He's going to click a mouse any second now.
Because we don't want Matt to accidentally press the delete button.
Matt, can you explain what he's doing aside from pushing a button?
He's pushing a button that says import data.
And it's going to do all the rounds before you announce any of them, right?
It's going to do everything. And so our plan here is that once everything is run, we will post the results from election night. and then we'll announce the results of the final round, whatever that is. And then we'll be able to explain how we got to that point. So we're not going to try to build up tension. We think that's great fun. I don't think the candidates think it's as much fun as we do.
Yeah, no, we're already throwing up, so we're good.
I'm not.
Thank you. Am I recording, you mean? Yeah. Yes, we're recording. Okay. You want to erase it? No. I'm very helpful.
Hey guys, this is like history in the making.
Yes.
First
Very exciting.
statewide race.
First national.
Yeah, in the country.
Nationally. This has been 11 years in the making.
Just proves out.
Is that it?
What's important?
Did you see the Christmas special? Wasn't it for Christmas? Well, they just have it this option. And someone else still and was saying, Santa was here and he was
Yeah, that's Vladimir
I kept telling you I speak Russian, that should help me in this race. Doesn't help me.
What computer is it?
That's all I know. And ironically,
Computer is
None of this is running. It's all running on this.
I did a live feed, and then I did a.
Is that the motion you did the balance for?
But the same little mouse went to the clock and fixed it, and Santa stopped.
Yeah, where's Kara? I know, Kara. She should be here. Why aren't you here? Kyle and I are here.
Oh.
Where's Dixonburg?
Rachel, in my live feed, you have a halo over your head, so I think it's very appropriate.
Very appropriate. That's how you say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Oh no, he's scowling. You can see we got like tons and tons of cameras. Really, the room is just back. There's Kyle Bailey. Kyle, smile. Kyle is our campaign manager. Get it going. I want to see you. Get it going here. Oh my fun. I know the background. Tell me something today. Or at least got me intrigued. Mallory, you're in Denver. Are you gonna bring back some brownies? Not that legal too. Where's the poster?
It takes some setup. This is a lot of data we're dealing with.
Yeah.
You're pushing lots of buttons.
We're patting on the bow tie.
I'll tell you as soon as it's running for real.
It's not tabulating yet. And you're here to hear. Max this is your friendly neighborhood Secretary of State team. Jody. Oh, Kara. Probably won't get you. I know you'd be here if you could.
Looks like it's a chorus. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, the ones that come in on big drives.
They are watching the tabulation run right now. A lot of conversation happening. They're not smiling.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to read facial expressions in their body language. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, there was
Crawl under the table. You think it'll look funny?
Thank you.
Leave. On the wrong side of the screen.
Different justice like this.
so you reported without scanning.
That's right.
Oh, come on, do it, kids. Let's just sit here.
We'll get comfy.
No, I said that's cute. On Snapchat. FaceTime video.
Oh, she did say she wanted to FaceTime, but I
I'll start up.
And to begin at the beginning of time.
Oh, not only that, then she'll press.
Can't fancy.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm the reason you're here.
Oh, that's right.
You answered.
I ran these through. Still working fine. One more in.
It doesn't appear that by the end of this newscast we can know that Jan Rose is really the one strategy. Along with the gubernatorial candidates, I should also say
do the first one first, okay?
Some shades of tints to first. That's where they will be updating the election results and moving on down by the ranked choice election. As soon as they begin tabulating, which is
That's not the first one.
not started yet, it should take about 15 minutes to a half hour. And then once you get those results, we'll share them on
The first one, the second one?
Scan McCarthy, CBS 13 News. I'll send it back to the studio.
I think when John had his job interview, they didn't tell him that you have to move files from folder to folder on camera
Yeah.
before a live studio audience.
Okay.
So sorry.
So it doesn't like the two things we created today.
Live. We have 335 viewers. 335 people watching live. Yeah, 28.
Yeah, we don't clear out the way. You're not, no, you're not, I'm fine. I'm not mad because if Kristen starts writing those numbers down, then
Right. Yeah. Well, we have to write the first, the original numbers can be written any time.
We've been trying to load all these different files in so they can run into one cascade. So where we are right now is we had to create some records based on the ballots that could not be read by the machines on election night. Those are the ones that were photocopied ballots, or ballots that were damaged, absentee ballots, etc. That amounts to 920 ballots. 920 ballots. So when we created that record, the system doesn't like the way we did that, and so it's kind of balking at running them. So we're going to be able to figure that out and get those in. We have the votes. We'll have to do some troubleshooting on that. I think what we're going to go ahead and run the cascade, and then we'll add those in. It's just 920 votes out of 132,000. So we'll be able to do a corrected tabulation, but I think we're going to go ahead and run it now, and then add in the 920 votes when we can figure out how to get that report to read it. Does that sound fair? All right.
Matt, who's 920 or from where? From Western?
Those are the ones that we entered in by hand. The ones that we couldn't read through the tabulator, or were not part of a memory device. So it's running now. So once we're done, we'll figure that part out and add that in.
So you want to, John, run the summary report? Do you want to pick up the summary report?
So we'll do that.
Summary reports, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to just run one. And we
Back cover of the computer.
That's easy enough to fix.
Yeah, we're learning by hand.
50% plus one.
Just a refresher.
You guys, I want to say hello to the live audience. We got about 400 people watching.
Candidate, right here. LRCP. So that whiteboard behind you.
Mr. Secretary,
Yes.
does it have like a bar or anything that tells you how far it's
yeah.
Final round. I'm sorry, my answer.
It's moving along. Yeah, it's just for some reason we didn't like the way we built those things. So we have it all. It's just a matter of tweaking it so we can get it entered in.
So are we doing something right now, or are we?
We're going.
We're gonna do election night.
Yeah.
I know, I'm not worried about that.
We'll be able to look at the spread of who got third place votes, to look at that and really understand where people's ideas were and what values they had, and have a depth of support that we might not have seen.
The black works best. I had trouble with the blue, so.
No, I can do it. So these are the results we had on election night. And so what we're going to do again is when we get through the cascade, we will post the results from the final round, and then we'll be able to explain how we got to that. But we're not going to announce it round by round, just because we think people want to know the results.
This included 920?
This will not include the 920. That's going to get added in once we figure out how to poke that back into the pile. These do include the 920 on election night.
Well, they do.
Yeah, they do. It's just the final round won't, until we correct it and add that in. We always have to do a correction somewhere along the line based on what we find and the discrepancies. So that's not at all unusual. So there, we add a link.
Round one is at 54%. Done.
Once those votes are counted, and
More?
Yeah, that's a good clarification. Like, election night round is basically
This will be faster if you didn't dial up.
Will the 900, will that slow down when when the votes are fully tabulated? Should it take more than a half hour now?
We'll give you an unofficial without it in there.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're not going to hold it back.
Yeah.
Headline on the 11 o'clock news.
Please no.
What's your percentage up to?
73. I have to keep looking away. It goes faster if I don't watch it.
People are unclear on your 3.
I think it was.
I thought it was a 5. I'm just trying to make it really obvious.
Yeah.
We can do it in Roman numerals.
How long do we have to go? Is that giving you progress? I'm just wondering if I should pause this.
78%.
78, okay. So we could probably keep it live. You want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone. Progress.
So what is progress defined as? Is it the second round?
It's just process. It doesn't tell us what round it's in. It's running the. I don't interfere with this.
Don't touch it.
This is why we have our own standalone information services shop, because I can break an anvil. All right? A lot of fun. Oh, it's round one. It's round one.
It's round one.
Yeah.
All right.
86%.
86% of round one.
Exciting.
Well, round one will be 11.
514 people watching.
Wow.
No. The round one is round one of ranked choice.
Oh, the first.
Yeah, election night is not round 1.
It's considered round 0 if you want to be technical.
Oh, that's a good clarification.
It's all right.
I know Roxanne.
I don't know. Do we have percentages? Election night figures in percentages? The other markers are pretty weak, so the blue is definitely not working out for me.
We have percentages, so I'll make it pop out.
Oh, the last time I had to write numbers on a board with a classroom of people in back of me, I cried.
I will not make fun of my classmates.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're on round 2, 29%. So it goes faster as it gets into the other rounds. Yes, yes. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're fine.
This is Susan I was telling you about. She never had
Yeah, I have a little one, but it's a tabletop. Think of it. Just think if we just do like the first hit and then take it off and then come back. But a lot of people want to be too difficult. Keep holding it. My battery holds up.
Right.
That's really good. There she is. Dottie.
Well, one thing we're going to talk about is .24% of round 3.
Say it again, Julie.
We're at 24% of round 3.
Alright, you need to remember it's gonna be 4 rounds, 5 rounds, you say 4.
So we're going on.
How many rounds do you guys say? 4. 4? And you taken for 5?
Oh, I say 5.
That was a 5, alright?
I think the sweet use combination is good, broken sauce is so.
I like to take credit where I can.
Sweet combination is, gonna be.
You get more credit than I do.
Mallory, you think 5 rounds, alright? Nate, you think 5 rounds? I'm just asking.
Round 3.
They are?
I know.
This is 3 years.
Rachel,
87%. 87%. 92%. It's going quickly. Round 3.
And is there a background of the early rounds?
We'll get all the reports. Round 4.
How many rounds do you have?
4.
4?
Yeah.
So we're in the end.
Yeah. That's why we also.
Oh, I got 640 people watching. It's a good thing they didn't all try to cram in here.
I know. There's room.
It's already pretty hot.
I can imagine the heat up there is a lot different than here.
It's on Facebook.
So they would have to share with me, I hope so.
Okay, speak up a little bit.
Does it stop when it gets to 50%? Does it go to another round?
The rounds?
Yeah.
Correct.
It stops again.
50% plus 1.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's got to get down to 2 people in the final round. This is going to get down.
Where's it at?
Now 4, 12%.
Well, that's what we're thinking, but then that means it's over 3 candidates on the board. If Mark
Ribbon comedy, isn't it? Taking footage of me watching a computer.
Watching paint dry, I love it. They need to invent a screen that you can see what's behind it on front.
Yeah.
Kind of like a mirror image.
It's in the rules. They're posted on our website.
Is it?
Spider solitaire.
And you win.
All the details about how it plays out, the batch elimination, all of that. If you want to read it for yourself, it is on our website. Yep.
I guess I just thought it was going to be one time.
Right, yeah, it does do that batch elimination, so you don't have to go all the way out into multiple rounds. If they're mathematically impossible to get a majority, they could be eliminated in the same round.
I like shorts.
33%.
Round.
4.
Is this the final round?
This is round 4.
Is that the last round?
It could go to 5.
Over there, you're a lawyer. Here, you're just another citizen.
Can we see the progress bar?
Yeah, okay.
People want to see the progress bar.
This is proof that I'm not playing Spider Solitaire.
I want to see the progress
That would be awesome.
It's like a progress bar.
There it is. Progress. 42%.
People are very excited.
Very exciting indeed.
Proof of screen.
That was the Secretary of State's last meeting.
That's funny.
You are welcome.
Well, keep it on there. People are like watching dialogue.
50%.
In this case, the Democrats in the statewide primary for governor.
Tom speaks about more. Secretary of State's office gets that post up here.
This is New Center Comprehensive looking at a live video from the Dallas County Secretary of State's office, actually a different building than their office, where the computer
Now you understand where we come from? We did this all the time.
I know. Take a picture of me. It's a progress bar.
As a society, it's funny, but you'll get it. I mean, on the outside is June.
The phaser sound.
We've had an offer for a donation of more RAM
More RAM.
from David Boyd.
Well, dial up.
Good thing we have high-speed internet here.
This is set up the Wi-Fi.
Or Brian.
He wants a cartoon you to make the announcement instead of the real you.
The fair-haired boy. Should I yell? Oh, an error.
So, way better than continually hitting refresh on the BDN page. One for citizen journalists.
These comments are pretty funny.
There is a Nigerian prince offering someone $3 million. I love it.
69%.
Round 4, 69%. You're closing in, people. The one thing you're not seeing, but you probably hear is the
Everyone wants to see the Congress mark.
Did Matt tell you? Well, I don't know what's up.
This is live.
So we have an idea for an animation for next time around.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Lots of animation ideas.
So
$85%?
Say it again?
85%.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Alright, for all these people that are watching from home and eventually you're not here, at least you know how there goes. Reporting it on your adult level. I am frankly kind of sad for yes. Popcorn, peanut brownies are at home. Baby.
90%?
That's
1,000 viewers.
Wow. We're popular.
4, 3, 2, 1.
1.5.
94. See if this is even the last round.
95%.
95%.
Okay. 95%. Alright, so 99% will do the countdown.
Oh, reboot. Kidding.
That was fun.
99%.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay.
Report successfully generated. John!
Yes. Here comes people.
You're really not touching any buttons.
I'm not touching a damn thing.
Wait, I can help.
Where's the AG at?
She's right there.
I am still here. Why? This is the bus. Got a mic on.
Now you gotta go to the folder. I'm not touching
This is probably the most fun of any part of the campaign. Oh, Diane, come on. No, you're fine. This is really fun. I already know I was.
Okay.
You want to print that?
Yep, we want to print it.
Printing something. Make sure the printer works.
I'll work after that.
Everybody's standing up. Look.
It's like a rock concert.
Take the track. Hold on.
All right. Heidi, are you writing the numbers for us? For the final round?
Final round. We went to 4 rounds with 62,959 votes, 54.07%. The nominee of the Democratic Party in the primary for governor is Janet T. Mills of Farmington. All right. That is 62,959.
62,959
or 54.07%.
7.
Yep. Adam Cote, 53,472 votes, or 45.93%. So how we got here? Well, we are calling round 1, not election night. This is the round that we counted here. It was Adam Cote with 28.11%, or 35,213 votes. ⁄Â, 1,586 votes, or 1.27%. Mark Dion, 5,171 votes, or 4.13%. Mark Eves, that's actually the election night results, isn't it? No. Okay. Yeah, it is. All right. What we did here, what this is calling round 2. 37,268 votes for Adam Cote, or 30.25%. ⁄Â Dion and Mark Dion were eliminated. Mark Eves, 15.73%, 19,388 votes. Janet Mills, 43,756 votes, or 35.51%. Elizabeth Sweet, Diane Russell is eliminated. Elizabeth Sweet, 18.51%, or 22,805 votes. Round 3, Adam Cote, 34.78%, or 42,309 votes. Janet Mills, 49,616 votes, or 40.79%. Elizabeth Sweet, 24.43%, or 29,717 votes. And then I've already given you the final round. So we'll have this publicly available. Do you want to make some more copies of this for folks?
Do you have the final round numbers for all the candidates in their final round?
The final round
Can you
is
put those up?
just the 2 leaders. So everyone else was eliminated by the end of the 3rd round, and just left it to the 2 candidates, and Janet Mills gets the majority.
So those totals you gave were their finals in their
That's
last
the final
round.
That's
The last
right.
round they were in.
So this does not include the 2nd and
That
3rd
report
rounds.
will show when the round in which each candidate was eliminated, how many votes they got.
Okay.
So I can't hear you.
How many people rank more than one candidate?
Yeah, we have a report for that. Yeah. So next we'll do the race for Congress. We'll get this information on our website and now available to folks who want to analyze it. We're going to leave that for a few minutes. We'll have time to